What do you get when you combine longtime Sopranos writer Terrence Winter, Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan, and Hollywood legend Sylvester Stallone? Tulsa King, the new Paramount Plus show, has shattered streaming figures for Paramount Plus. Mixing Sheridan's excellent knack for writing mesmerizing stories set smack dab in the middle of America, with Winter's magnificent mafioso narratives, and Stallone's indisputable charm, resulting in something wholly unique, fresh, and plenty of fun. And Season 1 was only the beginning. Sylvester Stallone's Tulsa King Season 2. Here's everything you need to know. And let's be honest, at this point, is Taylor Sheridan even able to disappoint us?
We drop these suits off to get altered. What the hell's that?
It's a transponder.
Tulsa King is only one of the many creations of Sheridan's, but it was Stallone's first venture into the format, and he hasn't exactly been what the actor was expecting. But more on that in a bit, so hold that thought. What is Tulsa King even about? The series follows a mafia capo, portrayed by none other than Sylvester Stallone, who has just been released from prison. Upon his release, he's sent to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Here, he'll have to try and set up a criminal organization.
Parking lot?
No, like who gave you permission to sell?
Nobody gave us permission to sell because we ain't asking for permission.
Tulsa King premiered on November 13, 2022, and just finished its first season on January 8, 2023. And as I mentioned before, Tulsa King is far from Sheridan's first rodeo. In fact, Paramount Plus is home to a host of other shows of his, like the Yellowstone spinoffs 1883 and 1923 and Mayor of Kingston. So it didn't take the big bosses at Paramount Plus long to realize that they had struck gold with Tulsa King and renewed the series for another season in November 2022. Unfortunately, not a lot is known yet about the upcoming season. But there are a few bits and pieces that we can already piece together, and more news is expected to come out in the following months. So what are some of the things that we know about Season 2 of Tulsa King? Most of the cast is expected to return to reprise their roles. After all, most of the main characters made it through the final episode alive. This includes Andrea Savage's Stacy Beal, Garrett Hedlund's Mitch Keller, and of course, Sylvester Stallone's Dwight the General Manfredi.
Truth be told, I'm going to see her in a couple of hours.
Yeah?
But whatever is going to happen in Season 2 of Tulsa King, this may very well be the last round for its leading man. Stallone spoke with IndieWire in January 2023 and revealed some interesting things, like how he does plan to keep writing, producing, and directing, already having several projects in the pipeline even. But when it comes to the acting part, Stallone isn't at all sure. I doubt the acting aspect of it. I think this might be my swan song. Oh no! Sylvester Stallone is actually considering stepping away from acting.
And then we're gonna get our money.
I don't do violence.
We're not doing violence, we're using our head. You ever read The Art of War?
But this isn't the first time the 76-year-old has alluded to wanting to retire from acting. Back in November 2022, Stallone said in an interview with Variety that he was shocked by how much work goes into the making of a TV show. He even went as far as calling filmmaking a vacation compared to working on a series, and called the experience beyond tough. Well, and to be working on a project that has Sheridan attached to it, we all know that there's no slowing down Sheridan.
I ain't got a lot of friends. So this means a lot to me that you've included me in this beatdown. Okay, hey.
But whether Stallone will truly bow out after Season 2 of Tulsa King remains to be seen. For all we know, he'll finally hit his stride and sign on for another 5 seasons. After all, Stallone spent a tremendous amount of time tinkering the character that he now portrays, until it fit him like a fine Italian suit, from specific scenes and scripts down to the tone of single lines. As a matter of fact, Stallone has admitted that he's tried to tailor Dwight to his own personality as closely as he possibly could. The idea is, they come up with an idea, a concept, but if you're a writer, you know how to tailor things to your strengths and deflect your weaknesses, Stallone told IndieWire. Can you believe that Tulsa King is the first time Stallone has ever been in a TV series?
Cash bet. Let them collect our money first.
Dwight,
Yeah.
there's 12 of them.
Stallone and the showrunners of Tulsa King sure have put a lot of love into this project. And while the actor isn't the youngest anymore, with a hit like Tulsa King, it's hard to imagine the leading man stepping away after only 2 seasons. But I'm getting too far ahead of myself. What can we expect to happen in Season 2 of Tulsa King? At the end of Season 1, Dwight and his crew defeated the rival biker gang that was led by a local kingpin, Richie Coster's Waltrip.
Spends years building a business in his own community, his home. Further, imagine
So what's next for Dwight? Well, with a lifestyle like his, it's not like you're ever really done with your enemies lurking around, right? For one, there's Stacy Beale. Stacy was Dwight's love interest throughout the first season of Tulsa King. That is, until she betrayed him and had him arrested in the season finale. But it wouldn't be so bad if Stacy was the only one Dwight had to worry about. Except Stacy is far from the only character that has it out for him. There's always Chicky, the new boss of the Inverness family. Chicky is taking his time plotting his revenge against Dwight.
Christmas came early. Stay there.
But I'm sure Dwight is expecting something to come from that side as well. After all, Dwight did threaten Chicky in the finale of Season 1 of Tulsa King. However, we can't really say more when it comes to plot. But wait, there is more. Could it be that with the success of Tulsa King, a whole new universe was born and we didn't even realize it? Absolutely. Paramount Global Chief Programming Officer Tanae Giles said to IndieWire at TCA in January of 2023 that anything is possible. Because remember, Taylor Sheraton is on board this ship, and Sheraton is basically the Midas of the television world. Everything he touches quite literally turns to gold. The huge success we've had with Tulsa King and Sylvester Stallone opens up possibilities with Taylor Sheraton, who consistently, well, his mind works in terms of universes and backstories, Giles said. And anyone who knows anything about Sheraton knows that no truer statement can be made about this filmmaker. And like Giles said, whenever Sheraton is working on a project, there's always the possibility that there's more to that story, and more to that universe. Sheraton has almost single-handedly propelled Paramount Plus into the top tier of streaming platforms. No wonder that they want to cash in on that brilliant mind of his. And I'm certainly not complaining if they do decide to expand upon the Tulsa King universe, with Yellowstone already having 2 spin-offs and more in the works, and teases to boot. It really isn't out of the realm of possibilities that we'll get a Tulsa King spin-off in the coming years as well. But keeping in mind the schedule of Sheraton also means that it could be a long while still before Season 2 of Tulsa King will even make it to our screens, even if all his shows tend to have a quick turnaround. But maybe it would be better if they take their time, if that means they could maybe convince Stallone to stay on for another season. Or 2. For all we know, it's just Sheraton's spirited way of going about things that has Stallone in shock. Either way, whenever Season 2 of Tulsa King will reveal itself, we know that Dwight is far from out of danger. And there are more than enough people out there who are out to get him. But chances are that we won't get to see who will dare to take up with the General until 2024. That was everything you need to know on Sylvester Stallone's Season 2 of Tulsa King.